It's so funny how we use so many words to speak about something which is not a thing, silence. Instead of just being silent. Yet for the majority of us, it's very difficult to keep quiet, not to talk, and experience silence from within. Not verbal silence, inner silence, the true nature of who we truly are. So we use a lot of words to speak about something that we cannot even understand. We can only directly experience it because it is our true nature. It is so close to us because it's not separate from us, because it's already who we are. And it's not obviously me or you or us. It just silence. And I have a dear friend that she tries to get me to film every day. And every day, for some reason, I say later, tomorrow. And we just were sitting and talking about how we can speak and share knowledge and talk about. And I mentioned how just asking questions stops the mind. And it brings it back into silence, which is me, which is who I truly am. And asking questions can be done when the physical body is going through different actions or motions. And even if you speak, if the questions are awakened within, then you can see how ridiculous what the mind is saying. I'm tired. If you would ask, wait a second, who is tired? Who am I referring to? Is the body tired? Does the body even knows that it's tired? Does it claim or say it is tired? Or is the mind says, I am tired because it thinks it is a physical body? And then you ask, okay, so the mind is tired. Am I this mind? And if you just ask the question and you wait, if there is no thought, you remain as you. You're always you. You never can be something else. It's so ordinary, yet it is extraordinary. Asking questions is really key. And in the beginning, even to pay attention to what you're saying and what other people are saying, this is really important too. And it's not something you do. It is just being aware, noticing, that's all. So if somebody says, oh, I can't deal with that anymore. And now you ask, okay, who is thinking this? He is thinking this. And who is perceiving him? I am. And who is this I? And one might have an answer to that question, and that's okay. Someone can ask the question and there's no answer, mental answer at least. Then the real answer remains. The true answer is when there is no thought that answers. It just absolutely silently aware of nothing other than itself. It is silence aware of itself by itself. And please, don't try to understand it. There's nothing to understand it. I do not understand it either. Because the moment I try to understand it, I can question, who is that I? Who wants to understand it? And once there is a direct experience of silence, silence is changeless. And in that recognition, even for the mind, knowing that afterwards, not as the experience, just knowing that silence is absolute. So when I ask, who wants to understand? It can be seen clearly that the ones who wants to understand is not me. Yes, it's the mind. Am I the mind? And what's the proof that I'm the mind? When there is no thought, even a single thought, who am I then? And there's no one being that ever not experience who they are, or the mind is not omnipresent. There are gaps in the thought process. If you watch carefully the thoughts, and you're aware of the mind's movement, and mind is just a bundle of thoughts, a river of thoughts, thought after thought after thought, because there's only one thought at a time. So that stream has many gaps, and in the gap you never lose yourself. So asking question or questions is very key. Simple question can be, who am I without this thought? So if the mind judges, then you ask the question, who am I without this thought? And you sincerely wait and see what response, if there is response. If you don't like something about yourself, then ask, who am I without this thought? Who am I without these ideas? And watch closely, carefully, vigilantly. just point and invite to ask some questions, that's all. It's very useful. It's quite fun as well, because you learn to examine what appears to be so solid and real. And we examine the thoughts, not the objects of the world. We just check if the thought is real, if I'm a thought, and I invite anyone who's watching any of the tapes or this tape to contact me, and any question you have, if I can clarify, share, point, trigger, inspire to question, we can do it on Skype. I'm available if it can be of a help to anyone. Why not? Silence is boring for the mind. It's like almost death for it, because the thought is empty. If you compare, again, comparison is in the mind. Still, if you compare the presence of silence, then the mind can just rest, even for a moment. And the resting can grow, open infinitely. And even if the mind is active, at least you don't take the thoughts to be you. You don't take it so seriously. Don't mistake, I'm no different than anybody else. I just live life very simply, however life presents itself as it is. Yet, I don't take the thoughts to be me. And even when the mind thinks it is me, I see that I have nothing to do with that. Or the question arises, and I ask. And the one who is asking is not even me. So if you call and ask questions, maybe I'll have something else to share.